Ladies and gentlemen, I did think that my days of visiting primary schools were over, but I'm reminded here that fewer than half of Burma's children will finish 5 years of primary school, and that's where Australia comes in, because we're going to try very, very hard to make a difference with that, and we're going to equip schools with trained teachers, with books and blackboards, and in some cases with food, so that the youngsters can concentrate on learning. And I really want Australians visiting this country in 10 or 20 years' time to be thanked for what they did for schooling. I want Australia, a rich country, to be able to make a difference here to the lives of youngsters like these behind me. The figures are very challenging. Only 57% of teachers in Myanmar are trained properly. Australia is going to provide learning kits to 1.1 million primary students, and we will train 20,000 teachers over the next 4 years alone. That's 20,000 teachers equipped with skills to come into schools like this and make a difference. We'll work with UNICEF and we'll work on our own, and we do it understanding that education is the basis for everything. It's the basis for health, it's the basis for employability, it's the basis for citizenship. And it is in fact a basic human right. And youngsters, just like the ones behind me, are growing up in this country without this basic human right. They're not learning to read and write to a basic level. They haven't got that millennium goal of finishing primary school. And Australia is going to make a big contribution. I expect education as a percentage of our aid budget to Myanmar to grow and grow, and we will be the biggest contributor to Myanmar's education from outside the country. And we're going to focus on reforming the administrative and political system that delivers education. That's got to happen as well. We'll reform the sector, we'll be the biggest donor, we'll be the biggest donor from overseas to education in this very poor country. Our contributions will make a very significant difference, and when Australians come here 20 or 30 years from now, there will be people who will say, thanks for helping us get primary education.